Hello everyone, welcome to today's session on our programming. So this is a video following the practical we've done. So I just want to elaborate some few things. Today we'll be looking at creating sections in R, which is one of the fundamental thing to do as a data analyst or anyone typically working in RStudio. You create sections first of all. So we do this by hitting the Control Shift R to create section, and our first section always is always our title. Right, this is to show who owns the script, and then our second section, Control Shift R again, will be our install, load packages. Then Control Shift R again to create another section, and this will be import data. Another section will be explore R. We have explore, we now have clean and manipulate. After clean and manipulate data, we have describe tables. One we have describe uh, and so this is a typical workflow that I use practically all the analysis. So it helps me flow. I have my title, and within my title, I will have my name, colon, my name is Peter, Evie, then the project name, R programming 101. We have dates, month of August, so we say August 20. Add other things like email, A to Peter, Evie. This comprises our title, right? To show who actually owns the script and when the script was written. Just gives a sense of ownership. If you notice, everything I'm writing here, R is thinking is a code, but I don't want R to process this as a code because it will always give me an error. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment on all of this that I've written: name, project, email, and date. How do I comment on them? We all know is Control Shift. Title is, then we have our install and load packages. Yes, usually installation is done once. It's normal something that everyone should know. Installation is only done once. Installation. Installation is done once and once only, just to emphasize. So I usually used to explain installation like um you want to read a particular book, you go to the bookstore, you buy the book, you bring it home, and then you keep it in your bookshelf or your library. Then anytime you want to read the book, you go to that shelf or library and you pick the book and read. So Installation and loading of packages is like installation is you going to the cloud, right, and downloading that package, bringing it home, right, and keeping it in your shelf, your archive, or your library. The unloading of that package is actually picking it from the library and reading it, putting it to use, activating it. So we only install packages once. After installation, we only have to load the package whenever we want to use them. Whenever we want to use them. Emphasis on whenever we want to use them. So this installation, install and load package, I always put it because sometimes I want to do um a new analysis maybe, and then there's a package I discovered I need for that particular analysis. I will have to install, so it falls under my installation. So it's not as if all the package I have downloaded, I will come and install them again in the install and load package. No, I only do installation once for new packages that I want to work with. Great. So with that being said, we've seen how to use the different forms of installation. There are about 3 ways to install packages. The first one is using the install dot packages, right? Then inside the colon you write your package name, right? So for example, let me just go. So so we have, for example, janitor, right? So one, I can still do install packages. I can have real, right? So that's, can do it individually, or I mean you can combine them. R install the packages, you can have your C concatenation, and then the function it has in quotation mark janitor close real mark. Let's add one more package, gg. Two. Great. So this is the second form. Then the third one is the one I love using, which is using the pacman package. Man, double colon, right? A underscore load, right? So pacman is the package. So I'm trying to say this particular function is from pacman. Inside a payload, I get to write my packages, real janitor. I don't need one. We have um which other package? We have GT summary. We have scheme R. We have um tidyverse. So why do I love using the pacman package for installation? The reason why I use pacman is because pacman does installation and so for example, this one that I have, after installing them, whenever I want to activate the particular package I've installed, I will have to do library, library, then type in the package name real. If I run this, you see that it actually activates the package here, and now I can use it. And real is a package used for data importation and exportation. Right? So this is how I get to activate it. And the same thing applies for this. So if I want to activate any of the packages, library, then gg plot 2. Yeah, activated it. But for pacman, I don't have to install first or load first. Pacman helps me to install and load at the same time. So it first of all checks the packages I've outlined in the bracket, in this open and close bracket. It checks if all those packages are new packages, right? If they are packages that need to be installed newly, pacman will install them first and then load them as well. So Pacman will install first and then load. But if all the packages that are in the open and close bracket of p underscore load have already been installed, Pacman will just go ahead to just load them. So Pacman is like um, an assessment security assessment officer that first of all check this package that you are trying to load, have they been installed. If no, Pacman will stop there and install them, and after installing them it will now activate them. So for example, if I run this code like this, it has checked and then there's no need for installation, so that's why it has gone ahead to activate. This is how we install our packages in